Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I look a little funny right now, but that's because this next tutorial is going to be on my eyebrows. I'm going to show you guys how I do my brows, what products I use, what brushes I use, and yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy it. So to get started, I already went ahead and did this eyebrow off camera just so I can get things speeded up and get things going. Okay, so to start, I'm going to show you guys the brushes I used before we get started. So I use this one to brush them out. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I go ahead and brush them out like this, just to get a clean start. And then this one I use it to draw the line in and color them in. And I got this one at like a makeup convention, Mica Bella or something like that. It was cheap, but it works really, really good, and I like it. And you can use any kind of brush to do your eyebrows that's really flat and precise and looks like this. And this is the same kind of one, but I use this one to put powder at the end to set my brows. I have this brush as well. I got this one off Amazon. It's not like a name brand one or anything, but I use it to blend my concealer, to blend like the bottom like this and the top. And this one, again, I got it off Amazon, and I use it to really clean up the fine lines and the edges. All right, so to get started, I'm going to use Anastasia Dipbrow pomade in dark brown. And I know my fingers are, only one finger is painted. I was doing my daughter's nails earlier, and I had to test the color out. Okay, so to get started, I'm only going to get a little bit of product, like this, just a little bit. Just barely dab it on. And then I'm going to go ahead and start right about here, and then work my way to the front, okay? Okay, and sometimes I like to draw the line on the top and then shade them in. Sometimes I don't. Now I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and shade and blend it upwards, just like this. I just really want to use all the product that I put on the brush and apply it all over my brow so that I don't have to pick up any more product and make it really dark and harsh. I don't want a dark brow. I just want a very natural looking brow. And usually when I'm dealing with the front here, I like to do it very soft, very light. Not too harsh, not too dark. And then really work that shape in there. And if you don't, or haven't used the Dipbrow pomade, you should know that it does dry very quickly, and so you do have to work a little fast. When I first started doing my eyebrows, I actually used e.l.f., the little eyebrow kit that has like the gel and the powder. I used that for a long time, and everyone used to ask me, what do you use to do your brows? And I use e.l.f., e.l.f., e.l.f. It's very affordable and very good. The only down part is like it's easily wiped off, as to the Dipbrow is very hard to take off. But if you're really like trying to begin, like a beginner, and you want to learn how to do your brows, I would go to e.l.f. first, and then once you feel a little more comfortable, you can use the Dipbrow. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish. I did grab a little more product, just the end because it's already a little dry. And do you see how easy it glides on? But it's also easy to overuse it and have a really harsh brow. So I feel like I grabbed too much, and I'm gonna go ahead and take some off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and scoot in for you guys. sometimes people make the mistake of having, like, if you do draw the line on the top, which I did at the end, and then have a line on the bottom, they kind of just like whatever shade in, and they leave like little patches. You want to make sure you don't leave any patches like this, because then it looks like your brows are not finished. So go ahead and make sure you blend that in very, very well. And at the end, when you set it with the powder, it really eliminates those gaps. Okay, so I feel like we're pretty good on the shading in part. I feel like it's really blended, and it looks pretty good. Okay, so for second step, I'm going to go ahead and go over the brows again with this brush, just to make sure it's all blended in and taken care of really nice. Okay, now we're going to clean them up. I'm going to use this brush. I want to make sure it's very, very clean, very straight and flat. And to clean up, I'm using Age for Wine Concealer from Maybelline. I'm going to go ahead and clean up the bottom first. And you don't want to grab too much concealer to where you have like a bunch and it's like really hard to blend. You just barely want to grab anything, just enough to make it look nice and clean. And then you want to bring it down. Bring your brush down when you're blending in the concealer. Blend it down into your lid, because you can use concealer as a primer too, kind of. It works just as good. I feel like I need to blend this side. Sorry, we're working on this side. Okay, so this side looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to do the same for the top of my brow. Oh, and shout out to my cousins. They went and they got almost every single product I used in my first video. Shout out. Y'all are real ones. Okay, back to this brow. All right. Okay. Okay. Almost done cleaning up. I just got to bring this one a little lower. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and blend. Sorry if I keep on covering with the mirror. I can't see. Okay. So now just go ahead and blend the concealer. Just blend it all around. Blend it in, blend it in, blend it in. And for this brow, I used a little more Dipbrow than I did on this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and color this one in, just so they look the same. You guys see how much work it is to do brows? It's not very easy, but it's the best part. Especially when you have brows like mine. My brows are not the same. They're so hard to work with. All right. Okay, guys, so I'm just trying to perfect my brows right now. As I said earlier, this one was really, really difficult to work with. And I promise you, my brows is where I spend majority of my time when I'm doing my makeup. And I mean, I think that's fair. The brows are pretty important. Okay, guys, I think that's it for my eyebrow tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry if I made some funny faces in there. I think that's pretty normal. Wait, actually, we're not done yet. We're just going to set them with the powder from Benefit. And I'm just going to start at the outer, work my way in, outer, work my way in. Okay. All right, guys. And if you think the front is a little too harsh, when I do my makeup, I use a big brush. And usually when I blend everything in, this right here gets blended and it gets a little lighter. So that's one trick I use for perfecting my brows. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, any comments, anything, let me know. Let me know what you want to see. And thank you guys so much for tuning in for the second time and watching my second video. Thanks, guys. Bye.